Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making beef stroganoff and I'm going to be using hamburger. So let's do this. Let's cook some stroganoff. Okay, for the stroganoff I'm going to be using 2 pounds of hamburger. I'm going to be using the Amish egg noodles, a 1 pound bag, cream and mushroom soup, and I'm not sure how many cans I'm going to be using. I'm going to wait and see what the consistency is. I'm also going to add beef consomme, which I find has a stronger beef flavor to it. Have to be careful though, because this has got lots of salt in it, so we don't want to add extra salt. And sour cream, about 1 cup maybe. And I had some sauteed mushrooms in the freezer that I'm going to use. And I like to add green pepper for a little extra kick of flavor. I'm going to add some garlic. I had 4 cloves and about a half an onion. And then I'm going to add a little extra garlic powder, just a little bit. And onion powder. It has a different flavor than the regular raw onion. So, alright, let's start with browning the hamburger. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're going to get this hamburger going with the sauce. It's going to be delicious. Going to break it up a little bit here. I'm going to add a little bit of, let's see, this is the onion powder, just a little bit, and then a little bit of the garlic powder. And I think I'll add a little bit of pepper here, but no salt, because remember I'm going to have we're going to add this that's got lots of salt in it. So okay, we'll let that cook a little bit and then we can start the sauce. Okay, it looks like it's getting really browned here, so now I'm going to add the onions. I think I'm going to add the mushrooms, and I'm going to add the green peppers. I'm going to give this a little, let this cook, the onions cook a little bit before I add the garlic. So let this hamburger brown a little bit and let the onions get a little bit more translucent before we start adding the garlic and the soups and stuff. Alright, let's add the garlic. Just wanted to grab a spoon here. Are you looking forward to winter? I know I'm not. I don't like winter, but I figured it this way. I'm only like 3.5 months away from the hummingbirds coming back. And that's what I look forward to. Okay, I've got the garlic. Garlic looks good. So now we're going to start adding the soup, the cream and mushroom soup. And I've got the water boiling for the noodles. And I put a little bit of garlic powder in the noodle water. Just, it kind of gives the noodles an extra flavor. Yeah, I knew I was going to need 3. Yeah. That looks good. I'm going to add a little milk to it too. It's going to be really meaty. Now I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm just going to, like that. I don't want too much, and I can always freeze the leftovers. So another thing you can do is you can put this in ice cube trays, like leftovers, broth and stuff. Put it in the freezer, and then if you just need a little bit, you can just pop your ice cubes into your dinner. I do that a lot. Let me taste this. Just a touch more. There we go. That should be good. I don't think we're going to need milk in this at all. But maybe. Maybe just to, let me see. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Just to kind of mellow out that. Just a touch. Because we're going to be adding the sour cream too, so. Now that's probably about 1/4 of a cup. That looks good. Looks good. It almost looks like sausage gravy. That sounds good. We should make sausage gravy and biscuits someday. I've got a whole list. I want to make manicotti and got a whole list of stuff I want to make. I really love cooking. I did not know how to cook. I watched my grandmother all the time when I was little, but I wasn't cooking until later in my teenage years. And then I just got creative, almost like a piece of artwork. And sometimes mistakes is the best things that can happen. That's when you want to write it down on your recipe. And I have no idea where I learned this recipe from. I'm thinking that my mother used to make this, but because back when I was growing up, there's no way we could afford beef chunks to go into the stroganoff, so this is just how I learned hamburger. And hamburger is pretty expensive now. I just went to the store and I couldn't believe it. It's like, wow, do I have to take out a bank loan to get hamburger? So let's let that simmer for a while the water's boiling, and we'll get the noodles going. And then at the very end, we want to add the sour cream and just get that warmed up. So, all right, we'll see in a little bit. Okay, I have the noodles in here, and letting them boil. And I don't know, I read somewhere that if you lay a wooden spoon on top of the pan, it won't boil over, and I've tried it and it works. So that's what I got, a wooden spoon sitting on there. This one I've got on simmer, the sauce here. Now I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to add sorry about that. I have a habit of walking away while I'm talking. I do that to my family too. I'm going to add about a cup. There we go, the sour cream. Stir that up in there. This is what makes it stroganoff. I don't know, does anybody know, is this a Scandinavian dish? German? I don't know. I guess I grew up in a Norwegian household, so we had a lot of Scandinavian foods. And my grandmother, my grandfather was German, so she made a lot of German foods. She used to make her own sauerkraut. She had big crocks in the back of the porch, and big crocks. It just always amazed me. She made everything homemade, and that's probably where I learned that if you can buy it, you can probably make it. Okay, we're going to let that simmer for a while the noodles are cooking. And I decided I wanted biscuits with it, so I just popped in some biscuits in the oven, so that should be good with it. Okay, we'll be back with you in a minute then. Okay, we've got, everything is finished. The noodles are done. I drained them, and the sauce is just delicious. I let it simmer for like 20 minutes while the biscuits were getting done and the noodles were getting done. It's very delicious. So let's see and I put butter in the noodles too after I drained them. So can you see that? Those are, look, they really get to be nice big noodles. And I'll pour some sauce on it. Just look at that. And it smells really good. Yeah, stroganoff, hamburger stroganoff. Easy. It used to be cheap, not anymore, but we're blessed, so we'll just continue to be blessed with hamburger. So thank you for joining me today, and if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'm open to comments, and so yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm having fun doing this, and like I've said from the start, I mainly wanted to do this so that my kids have a visual cookbook. So, all right, we'll see you next time. Remember, stay busy and serve others. Bye for now.